Deep within the Pacific Northwest, beneath the towering canopy of dense pine trees and endless, suffocating fog, lies a wilderness that keeps its own dark secrets. Secrets that were never meant to be uncovered. Tonight, we open the buried files, 7 of the most disturbing, true forest encounters reported by hikers, park rangers, and locals who ventured just a little too far into the dark woods of Washington, Oregon, and Northern California. File number 1, the Whispering Ridge. It was late October in the Olympic National Forest, Washington. A seasoned solo hiker named Mark set up his camp as the sun dipped behind the jagged peaks. The woods were unnaturally quiet. No birds, no wind, no sound of wildlife. Around 2 a.m., Mark woke up to a faint, wet clicking sound right outside. His tent wall, brush, brush, click. He froze under his sleeping bag, holding his breath. Then came the whispers. They weren't human voices. It sounded like dozens of overlapping, raspy voices repeating his own name in perfect unison, as if something in the trees was mimicking the sounds. It had heard him make earlier that afternoon. When Mark finally mustered the courage to shine his flashlight outside, the beam caught 2 towering, looking down at him. File number 2, the Watcher in the Pines. Bone-white figures standing silently among the high branches. In the dense, rain-soaked wilderness of Mount Hood, Oregon, a group of 3 campers noticed. Something strange following them along the trail. For hours they felt a heavy, cold stare pressing against the back of their necks. Every time they stopped to look behind them, the woods went dead silent. But as night fell, their campfire began to flicker erratically. Standing just beyond the edge of the firelight, barely 10 feet away, was a tall, impossibly thin shadow. It had no face, no clothes, but its arms hung past its knees, swaying gently like tree branches in a breeze that wasn't there. It stood motionless for 3 hours, watching them sleep, never taking a single step closer, but never leaving. File number 3, the empty camp. A search and rescue ranger in Northern California responded to an abandoned campsite deep in the redwood forest. A family of 4 had vanished overnight. Their food was still cooking over a cold stove. Their shoes were still lined up neatly outside the tent. And their phones were lying on the sleeping bags. The only clue was an audio recording found on one of the phones. It was a 40-minute audio clip of heavy, wet breathing right outside the tent zip, accompanied by a metallic scraping sound against the nylon fabric. To this day, no trace of the family has ever been found. File number 4, the mimic of the Cascades. Deep in the Cascade Mountain Range, a forest ranger was patrolling a remote trail near midnight when he heard a child crying out for help from deep within a thick, overgrown ravine.